saddle up or something. It's crypto o'clock, yeah. Wandering these pixel prairies, hunting Bitcoin ghosts. Double dips and bull traps, who even knows? Who knows? Stumbled on Road Dawg's den, charts glowing dim, nightly at 10:30, where the weirdos swim. Harmonics whisper secrets, risk games so quaint. Meme coins leaping fences in this digital paint. Bitcoin and Jesus croons from the speakers low, while coins whimpering softly, putting on a show. So poke that like if you're bored, join the dog parade. Super chat your nonsense, make the chat cascade. Member up for the shimmer, alpha drip so slow. Subscribe or don't, whatever, let the boredom go. Oh, rounding up the oddballs in this crypto charade. Road Dawg Crypto, yeah, where plans get unmade. Plans unmade. Tunes like Buy Me a Vet, dripping honey, sweet road and kudo, twirling on Solana Street. Chart school doodle signs, giggles in the grind, rants on governments, fading chats on weed, unwind. Mystical mumbo jumbo flare that's half asleep. Degens and misfits clustering, secrets they don't keep.
Off-kilter guitars stack.
Boy, hover on the edge, super chat your plea. Member keys to nowhere, join the apathy. Like spark a tiny flame, crowd swell so mild in this dog days round. I feel vaguely beguiled. Ooh, poke that like if you're bored, join the dog parade. Super chat your nonsense, make the chat cascade. Member up for the shimmer, alpha drip so slow. Subscriber don't, whatever, let the boredom go. Poke that like if you're bored, join the dog parade. Still bored, super chat your nonsense, make the chat cascade. Member up for the shimmer, alpha drip. Yeah, Road Dawg or something. Woke up to a green candle, thought it was Christmas morn. Check my phone at the bus stop, portfolio reborn. Mom said, put it in premium bond. I said, Mom, you're adorable. Now I'm refreshing charts in the loo, feeling deplorable. Yeah, brilliant. They said, just hold, darling. The moon is on its way, but the moon's got a mortgage and it's late on the pay. 'Cause the bull run is a fairy tale. Once upon a time, then they rang the closing bell. Big hands in the castle, small hands in the well. The bull run is a fairy tale. Go to hell. Tambourine hit plus faint, oi? September used to sparkle, October wore the crown, November brought the gravy, December wrote it down. Now every month's a guillotine, the charts are painted red, the whales are doing pilot's ace while we're financially dead. They said, buy the dip, my love, it's only paper cuts, but the dip's a bloody canyon and we're running out of guts.
Classic.
The bull run is a fairy tale, glass slippers just a margin call, size 12 triple L. They're gobbling up the Satoshis we dropped when we fell. The bull run is a Play faint, oi. Once upon a block, there lived a little lamb. Then the wolf bought the abattoir and rebranded it to Fi. Terms and conditions apply. 8 bars, wonky synth, the treasure is like a slot machine, panic attack. Beep boop, sold. Retails on the group chat, typing when Lambo in caps. Darling, it's pronounced Lamborghini. Captain's going down with the ship, still saluting the collapse. Institutions in the VIP, sipping vintage beer with the confetti on the floor that they vacuum once a year. The bull run is a fairy tale, happy ending got delisted. Chapter 11, retail pale. They're stacking sats in bunkers while we're flocking off the grail. The bull run is a fairy tale, and we're the cautionary tale they tell. Shh. Once upon a wallet. Once upon a wallet. DM. Once upon a wallet. DM. Once upon a wallet.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Bitcoin Bowl as we watch the Bulls try to take back the price action from the Bears this weekend. The Bears came in and grabbed the price over here at 88,500 and sneakily went sideways, went back just a little bit, and then pulled on the forward move, or downward move if you will, all the way down to the 87,800, almost 800 price point. That's crazy, I know, but at that point, luckily, they fumbled the ball. The Bulls were not very happy. The Bears were not very happy at that point right there, I can tell you for sure. However, the Bulls gained back, but at the 360 moving average, they stumbled into a little bit of a pullback, back down to 87.8. One more time to scare the bejesus out of the crowd once again. At the moment, the Bulls are still in control, although we did get a little foul over here again at the 666 moving average. Oh, we got something going on. Something's cooking here. Looks like we got a maneuver play in the mist here. We're trying to do the slam bam, turn around, go around, look around. Oh no, upside down. Got past you, bitch. Play. I'm not sure if that's going to play out for them, but I wish them all the luck in the world for the Bulls here. The Bulls are, the crowd is getting a little ambitious here. Oh my gosh, that is awesome. They got the slam bam, thank you ma'am, right around there. Oh, and now they're starting to lose it. That's just a little bit on the sad side there. Oh man, looks like they're got a problem here with this big Ichimoku cloud coming in on the tiny 10-second time frame. Will it swallow up price, or will we be able to make it out of here? Some people would say we got a head and shoulder coming up here to the downside. Will that happen? Price is retracting recently from the 666 moving average. Lost the 9, lost the 21. Now trying to approach this 50 moving average, which is also sneaking up on the price. Could that give it a boost to the upside? Or are we going to fall prey and come back down once more into the Bears' arms? Well, I didn't mean it literally. You don't have to do it literally. Frank, what's your input here? Frank? Frank is drunk as a skunk again, not having any damn thing to say. It's me running this show one more time. Why do you even get a paycheck, Frank? Frank? Alright, Well, Frank is out of it, clearly. It's either that or the fentanyl, I can't tell. He bends over half the damn time anyway, like he's trying to pick a nickel off the damn sidewalk. What the hell is wrong with you, Frank? And he's been speaking gibberish lately, right? He looks like a freaking zombie. Get off the streets, Frank. Ladies and gentlemen, we're in a conundrum. Bitcoin is trying to regain the 9 moving average in the middle of a party green sneaky cloud while being under the 50 moving average. If they pull this off, Bitcoin deserves the most strenuous applause that you could ever pull off, because this is bearish AF right now in the 10-second time frame. I'm about to pee my pants here, ladies and gentlemen, just in anticipation. See what I did there? We're above the 9 moving average. It is getting greasy right now. Oh, we lost a 9 moving. That said it. If that 21 crosses that 50, it may be all over. And here it happens. Oh no, give it up. We have got the bears starting to get just a little bit too much power in this game.
With engines roaring, we claim our lane. Crypto's on the highway, driving insane.
And the bears are once again in control. Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt this program to take you to the Road Dawg Studio.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like on, I just want to say thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, watching Bitcoin get his ass kicked on the 10-second time frame. We'll zoom out into the 1 minute because, hey, that's always the next best degen time frame. Oh, man. Crazy here. Red Ichimoku cloud. We broke above it. That's good, but we were above the 9, and we lose it every once in a while. 21 over the 50. That looks good. A little bit of green over here to go across. That's good. Moving averages over here. Still in positive order, but they're starting to lose it, and this is on the tiny time frame. This thing starts to cross over here. Tis no bueno. We need price to come back up to this area as quick as possible. ASAP, if you don't mind. And I know this looks scary AF down here, right? But let's just look at price action here on this wee 1 minute while we're down here. Since you're down here, we got a W that formed, right? Possible W. Looks, is she going to confirm? Well, she got higher, so maybe is she going to hold this neck area? Is that a neck area? That should be if this is a bottom, this is a belt line. Could it be holding the belt line? Got a little muffin top going on over here. You need I don't know. You need a membership to the gym or something? I'm probably there after the Christmas holiday here. Ladies and gentlemen, how we doing tonight? Welcome to the stream. We're watching Bitcoin. After it gave us a bullish signal last night. Now, we had a bullish signal on the weekly time frame, mostly on Market Cipher or the VMC, whichever you want to call it. And last night on the daily, it gave us one, and we were seeing some action out of it, but we can't get past this 88,400. That's 88,420. Oh my God, you can't make that stuff up. 88,420. I lost it. It's not there. Can we rewind it? Can we get it back? Oh, look, it's 88,420 right there. Woo. Sean's having a ball with that button. It's the only damn button he knows how to press. We've been struggling with this for a dang near all week. Feels like. I want to call it all week. We've been struggling with this area since Friday, man. Got up above it a little bit, right? Fuel spikes up, but it couldn't hold it, right? They just came up and then couldn't close a candle over here, especially on the 15 or many of the higher time frames. Just a big flush out, fake out, and everything. And we've been in this zone here. We've been mostly, as you know, in the $500 zone between 88,000 and 88,400. Maybe coming down a little bit lower. Okay, so we're still within basically $500 range. Can't do much with that except for get chopped up and let them take money from you. If you make any gains, you got to use highest leverage, and it's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. But yeah, it's been over a Christmas barrel. Here we're on the 15-minute. Now, as you see, the prices, the places where we just bumped off of were the 200 moving average, and it crossed bullishly over Lucy. That's the 666. I'm glad we didn't touch it. Also, short term, and I put this over in the trading group earlier because I took a trade over here. When I confirmed it, we touched down on 886, 786 fib area. That's bottoming area, 200 moving average here on this time frame. Hey man, we got a setup. So there was a setup over there, right here actually. So this would be a good area to work on getting, maybe opening up a position. Of course, she's pulling back, so anywhere in the 786, 886. I didn't have time to go into very much detail there. Earlier today, I'd put this guy. Where'd you go? This guy out, and when we were breaking out over here, and we came back up. We got our first target, 88,420, but the other guys, 88, looking for if we got any action like this or anything like that. You know, targets ready, but we didn't make it. That's when we came up just a little bit, and well, that was we came up twice over here, right? 3 times, right over here. We're always back up here at 88,420. I got a whistle, and this whistle, I got it for the bowl game that we just watched, but when I try to blow it, it never does it. I don't know. I got an effective whistle. That's crazy. I have to whistle myself. All right, well, anyway, how we doing, ladies and gentlemen? Some people hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for being here. Let me say hello to everybody. We've got 505 Colt saying, yes, Road Dawg is coming on. 505, Road Dawg is live. Silver Days, Road Dawg Crypto. Thank you guys for being here so much on a Saturday night. Floki's Angel says, Road Dawg, I love your show. I love that comment. I want to give you the clap. Can I give you the clap? There we go. Never get tired of that comment. And shout out also to 505 Colt for being here tonight. You get the clap. Yeah. You thought you were going to miss it, right? No. You get sloppy seconds. Sorry. We saw a squirrel. Squirrel. Wow, that audience gets really excited there. They're a funky audience. Chris Line says smash the like and smash that like, share with family and friends, subscribe, bell notification, icon set to all LFG. I like the way you think. I like the way. Go Bears! Chris Klein, are you shorting? Are you shorting the market? No, but seriously, go Bears. They're playing the Packers right now. Ah, see what you did there. That was clever. You know, I hate to do this, but we do have to support the channel somehow. So, you know, in an effort to try to entice a real sponsor, we do have our Good Ass Coffee generic sponsor until we actually get a real sponsor. We're practicing. So, you know, this is our sponsor.
Morning's gray, the clocks are full, the world outside moves
that
slow,
smells like
so
ass.
slow. But there's a spark, a golden glow.
But it's good ass.
Good ass coffee's here, you know. Oh, the best part of waking up is good ass coffee in your cup.
Woohoo! Now we can get going. We got all the coffee in the world. All the coffee in the world. Postmodern Oddities, how's it going, my man? I'm just here for Taylor Swift. I know. Subwoofer says, hello, Merry Christmas, everyone. Road Dawg for the win. How's it going, Subwoofer? Good to have you here. Thank you for being here. It's 5 days to Jesus' birthday. I'm excited about that part. Thunder of Crypto Highway. What? I could just feel it. What did it feel like? Was it soft and squishy? Gator Squatch is in the house. How's it going, Gator Squatch? Good to see you. Glasshopper says, what's up, everyone? Don't forget, Rise Coin is a real world asset coin. Looks like my Kima Gem pick did good. Still is, once again, charts are what? Charts are wrong? Good ass coffee. Oh, and yes, I am shorting the market too. I have been for over a week. Well, I'd say that you've had some pretty good luck with that because this market's been trading like hell. Shaky for Bitcoin, just flushing everybody out in a range that grows to a bigger range, but still stays in some kind of weird ass range. It's crazy. This is a 15-minute chart for Bitcoin. Man, it's just been, they did a little heartbeat pattern here, and then we have news that day. That's Friday, and then something come out. CPI, not the intro. I don't know. I forget. I get tired of keeping up with all that crap. But a nice little flush out heartbeat pattern, and usually when I see that, I'm like, well, there's Fed news or something going on there, right? So following trend lines, trying to get a trend line. We had this guy, and then we lost it, and we're just going sideways. Like, the market does not know what to do right now. I can tell you this, in a bear market, once it gets going and we're bearish, and you would think that we would be here, this doesn't happen as much. The sideways action doesn't happen as much at resistance and at Fibonacci resistance areas, such as this is a 786 and 886, and in our system here, these are points that we should get rejected, and we have been. But pivots usually indicate, a possible reversal zone. Okay. And we're not reversing. We're just hanging out. We're just consolidating right here after a little flush out move. It's very suspicious. Very suspicious in my mind. Let's zoom out. We'll take a look. Let's come over to the weekly for Bitcoin, if you don't mind. And I'm really more concerned about the indicators over here. And this is our market cipher, or VMC is the free version. It's what this is, the free version. Works awesome. So we're in trading view. And we do have bullish divergence sign over here. Money flows in the green. The little green dot, that means things could get juicy. It's got to confirm, and it takes a whole week for that to happen. So this could disappear at any moment if price starts going down. So you can't just see that and go, I'm going all in. You got to give it some time here. Also on this chart, this little green thing going on, this little orange, yellow, go back to my Crayola color school there. Yellow line is, it hasn't crossed over the zero line. It's just hanging right under it. But the most, and then stochastics, that's this little ribbon thing down here. Now we're buried at the bottom here. Anytime this starts going up, that can be the rev to our engine to get us going to the upside. So we've already got it down here buried. All it needs to do is get over the 20% area, which is roughly right around here. And you can see we're not near that. We're not near it. But by your trading strategies and that what your bots go by, that's when they're going to pay a lot more attention to the charts and make a lot more buys whenever this does cross over that 20% area right there. If it ever does, it will at some point. But the most concerning thing, I guess, and the most significant thing is this green part right here. And it's good that it's still green. That is our money flow, but it is starting to trickling down, meaning that slowly money is coming out of Bitcoin. But it ebbs and flows. Sometimes it comes down, sometimes it levels out and goes back up a little bit, right? And then sometimes it goes into the red, and especially on these bigger time links, like the weekly, that would definitely be one signal that, hey man, this is probably a bear market for real. I mean, let this be the last tick box or whatever. Add this to your tick boxes to check off to confirm that we are in a bear market. We've been ticking off a lot of the traditional ones. But there's still that hopium that something will happen in 2026. A lot of people looking at that. A lot of people looking at that as being skeptical. And all I got to say is, for Bitcoin, I think there could be something in 2026. So not ruling that out. Just common sense and everything tells you that. For altcoins, though, that's a different animal. That's a different animal. And they may go through a bear market. They may continue to roll over and die while Bitcoin just hangs in there. Doesn't come down as far. It doesn't hit anywhere like 15,000, 30,000 or anything crazy like that. Who knows? But the bear market for Bitcoin will probably be shorter and not as deep, since now we got the big money and global adoption here for Bitcoin. It's becoming a much more stable asset, and they don't feel stable. Well, I'm gonna say we're $88,000. It's not bad. It's not horrible. It's kind of cheap from 126, right? And again, looking on the bigger time frames, we always need to do this. We're still above this line here, right? Let's see. Can we get to one that I'm not mucked up as much? This was another. Can we? Okay, yeah. Let me take these prices off of here, so we can see things better. All right, so, and again, just going roughly over what I go over this all the time, right? Harmonic pattern here all the way up to 126, coming down, very good possibility that coming down to 80, confirmed it, and this is a bullish pattern, meaning we can start working our way back up to at least to the initial points, and that initial point being 98,000, another point being about 108, 109. Those are the two conservative price targets for this pattern after it confirms. But just coming down to here doesn't mean that it's all ready to go, because it can range through here, and there's several different things that it can do down here. One of which is to come up to this 98,000, roll over, come back down to this way, make a double bottom, and then start going up to these higher areas, right? And that's a situation that I'm looking for maybe into January, or I have been looking for it, and holding that idea that maybe into, mid-January, we might find ourselves back down here or similar, close to these areas, whether it be 80,000 or 84,000, or God forbid, a little bit lower at 78. That would suck. But a double bottom in these areas is what we would look for this harmonic pattern, or one option that we can look for. So I would keep that in mind. I mean, if you're looking for a hopeful situation, I hope it doesn't happen that way. I hope we just kind of bounce from here. And we also have this main trend line right here, right? We need to make this thing big and fat and juicy and beautiful. And look at that. This main trend line from candle bodies to this wick. Hopefully our stream will go well tonight. Had trouble last night. I don't know what the hell was going on, but my camera's going out and then it would freeze. But so far, so good, right? But as we can see, that this line is holding, and we wick through it. We're causing weakness in it, but we also had a 100 moving average down here to give us some support, right? And every time it's been putting us back into past this trend line, and that gives me more confidence into this harmonic setup. These harmonic setups are designed to catch reversal points, and it indicates that we can bounce off of this trend line area and these Fibonacci areas and work our way back up here, maybe even to some of these higher targets at 133 and 139. Now that sounds crazy to some of you, and then some of you are saying, yes, let's do it, I want that to happen so bad. I want it to happen too, but there's no guarantees in life or in trading, so but we can look at the probabilities and what the charts are telling us, and there's still some good things over here. I want to pay attention to the 21 moving average. It's at $107,000 here on the weekly. 50 moving average is at 101. 9 moving average is at 97,000. And we're down here at the 100. For just a brief moment, I'm going to come down to a random, 15-minute time frame on Bitcoin. And we're just going to take a look at, well, I'll tell you what, we'll come down to the little 1 minute. Or, well, I don't know, 6 minute, maybe 6 minute. Let's look at price action. Oh, crap. Let me get somewhere. It's not too crazy here. Just to kind of see what can happen here. This is the 4-hour chart. And here's a run up, kind of like what we saw when Bitcoin's 15,000 to 30, to 50 or 70 or whatever. This is not it. This was down at 75,000. But notice what happens here on the 4-hour. We get above the 9, you're above the 9 moving average, everything's fine. And all your strongest moves are happening above the 9, if you can see it. That's the green line. That's the green line right here. All right, and when we pull back, we normally pull back to the red line, which is a 21. Sometimes we'll pull back to the blue line, which is a 50. That's considered a deep ass correction, and typically you want to hold that one. You typically don't want to come down to the 100, because then you might go to the 200. The 50 moving average is still indicated that you're in the strong trend. You just had a deep correction. And what happens from there, it regained it. And then we got above the 9 and rode it seamlessly up to the upside. And that's why I have that moving average, and I recommend that you do too. There are some gurus out here that have a popular system that use the 21 and the 200 mostly. They got other moving averages, but they never use them. But I don't know, maybe one of these days they'll figure it out. They don't have to figure it out anytime too soon though. If you combine the 9 with the 21, it tells you so much more. Well, shoot, you can even throw a 5 in there, but the 9 works really good. So riding above the 9 It's a lot less confusing, a lot less noisy, in my personal opinion, especially on bigger time frames. All right, so here's another instance we lost it, and then we found traction on the 50, right? Cool. We've been doing that on the weekly for Bitcoin this whole time until now, when we lost that 50. Kind of like what we did right here, right? Except we're on the 4 hour, right? We lost it. What happened? Right in below the 9 looks horrible. Making lower. Did you make a lower? You didn't make a lower low. You didn't make a low. That's good. That's a good thing. But it came down to the 100. Now, what happened when we hit the 100? Well, that's another area that we can bottom from. And if it can happen on these smaller time frames, it can also happen on the weekly. So just because we lost the 50 moving average and we haven't done it before on the weekly doesn't mean that the whole game is quite over just yet. Now, if we go back up to that 50 moving average and we get rejected, it's probably over. And we will probably do that. We should go back up to those moving averages. Remember that we had the other ones that were still up about 107 and on up there. There's a good chance that gravity will have a gravitational kind of pull to us, you know, or a numerical average that we got to go back and recalculate right there. It's a moving average, right? The 9 moving average is still at $97 and our price is at 88. We got to make up that difference. We got to kind of snap back to somewhere in the middle or something, right? That's just kind of how it kind of works. But this was an example where we bounced off the 100 and then we reclaimed it. And then we caught up to the 50 and we reclaimed it. Now, if we see something like this happen on the weekly, hell yeah, baby. Hell yeah. You can see how that can get us up to a new high, right? All right. So after I've shown you that, let's go back to the weekly where it looks all scary. Now, we didn't just bounce off of it with one candle over here, but you can see it's still holding. It's still holding. Here are the 50 moving average again. Here's the 9. The 9's at 97. The 50 is over here at 102. The 21 is at 107. Well, we got to see this thing cross over the 50. That would probably be a little... That would be a death kiss, in my opinion, to see that happen. The only thing that would keep that from happening is if we bounce here and start headed back up, and that way it can't cross over. We can go to it first. That's what can happen, and gosh, I hope it happens. But I've shown you scenarios on the 4 hour, and you can go across all the different time frames. You'll see examples of that too. The 100 moving average is not something to be afraid of, especially for finding support. Lose it, well, then we got to start looking at 200. Maybe even below. Who knows? I doubt that we see that, but hell, I doubted that we'd be at 80,000 at the Q4 too. But here we are. Here we are. Some good ass coffee. Yay. 88,000. But think about it this way. It was just a few days ago we were having trouble getting to 88,000. We couldn't get between 88 and 89, and we still can't get between 88 and 89 so far, but we were a lot lower, right? Well, over here 85, you remember we come up, couldn't do it, but now we did. We're back up above the trend line. This little makeshift trend line seems to have held something there. It was more like a rising wedgie. Now this also signifies there's still resistance from this trend line when we come and bump our head over here at like 91, 90, 92-ish, if we are fortunate enough to get up there, right? But we moved it down here, and then we identified more of our channel aspect, which I believe that we're on, right? Lower lows, or higher lows, and higher highs, except for this one. Knocked that low. Did you? No, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Woo, yeah, so we still got higher lows, believe it or not, from this guy, and this guy. We just knocked out this guy. Played you, fooled you. Looks like a nice little bear trap if we're looking at this idea, right? Would probably explain why, we went from down here at 84 all the way up here to 89. Short squeezing them shorts. Squeeze them jock straps while you're at it, I guess. I don't know. On the 8 hour, let's look and see what's going on here since we happen to be here randomly anyway. 9 above the 21, 9 crossed the 21, and prices above the 9. Doing an indecision doji here at a possible breakout of some trend. That trend line does not look legit on this time frame. Let's go to a different one. Are you legit over here? I want to make you legit. It kind of spells out some more resistance from candle bodies to candle bodies over there. 88.8. Are we still hung up there? Are we still hung up there? Why can we not really clear that area too well? We got the 100 still above the 200 here. That's good. 9 crossed the 50. 21's hanging here. We can flip-flop between there, but we need to respect the 50 since we got it, right? So most likely what I would expect is that we'll find respect off the 50, recover the 9, and then the 21 will just kind of come up here and slowly end up crossing the 50 as we go into this green cloud here. Top of the green cloud's around 89, almost at 90,000. We need those areas. Cloud's pointing out 89.8. It is pointing out 89.4, and also pointing out 88.9, which is also this little guy over here in that area. So we still got a confirmed green dot here on the daily. It is now officially confirmed, second day in. And we usually get some good things from that. We're just on a low liquidity weekend when they like to play well games and scare the bejesus out of us. Hopefully today what we saw was the scary part. Hopefully they won't do it again tomorrow, but you can't put it past them. But I will reiterate this: if you're trading and looking at your, manager portfolio over the weekend and everything, this is the worst time to make major decisions. And if you make those major decisions on the weekend while the whales are playing their game, you might fall right into their traps. That's what they want. And that's what they do with the weekend retail. And so it gets scary. What happens a lot, and I feel it too, and sometimes I get caught prey to it. I'll set stop limit orders and things like that. And sometimes it goes and takes them out, man. And maybe sometimes don't set them low. You think you gotta, you're trying to manage, and they know that. They know how to push your buttons and get you to do things. They know they can play you and scare you out in these price actions. It just takes a little wick to go just a wee bit lower than what you thought, and then they turn it right around on you, right? And even you're playing by the rules, doing what you're supposed to, going by your system, and you're still getting taken on some of that. It happens to me too, because they are out there for blood, trying to get all that yummy Bitcoin. But my theory is they're trying to get all that they can right now before they take us up one more time. Call me crazy, but that's just kind of what I'm seeing over here with this harmonic idea. But I keep in the back of my mind, I know she can always come right back down, touch this $80,000 area, and they might do it again. It just may not be now, maybe next month or something. I hope not. I hope this higher low will do it. We can just bounce on from here, make some kind of bottoming pattern over here, some kind of W, some kind of triple bottom. Oh, that would be cool if we could just triple bottom, do some kind of come up and maybe come back down to this area and go, look at the shoulder, head and shoulder, whatever. That would be beautiful. Until the meantime, why Bitcoin's going sideways, altcoins, they've been a little bit of a mixed bag. Some of them doing okay. We finally got traction over here on Total 3. This is a 4-hour Total 3 chart. And we had this little breakout, and it looked very hopeful. And I'm sure this was a Thursday going into the weekend. Looked interesting. Wasn't there a weekend? There's some times where this looks like it's going to do something good on a weekend. Here it was Thursday and Friday. I think that's what we're saying. It looks like it's going to do something interesting for altcoins. So we're getting a little something, but we've been beaten down so much. Breakout looks good. We came down lower. It rode the leg down. It made a lower low here, but I think there's a really good chance that we're catching something. It's bottoming out here at the 272 area, 113 area. We got some traction here. I think this one might hold here, okay, for the breakout retest, and we may be coming back up to about 900 billion. Let's hope. So Bitcoin can go sideways. we might have a chance. Oh, got my sound issues going on here. If Bitcoin can go sideways like it has been, maybe we got a chance for altcoins, some of these altcoins to catch up, but probably won't be all the altcoins. We just, goodness gracious. Sometimes you guys can hear this, and this is all in my monitors. This is not doing anything with the microphone. All right. So we got a little parallel channel here, and it's trying to break out of that. So cross our fingers, be hopeful we're getting some traction here, maybe trying to make some kind of double bottom here, weird little V, lower low double bottom. I don't think that's technically a double bottom, but hey man, we're getting some action here over the past couple of days here with altcoins. Not much, but just a little bit. What the hell? This light thing, man. Are you just keep going up? What the hell? Okay, I feel stupid for ignoring you, BitLight. When a few days ago, like 10 days ago, you were hanging out around $1 or less, and now you're about $4. Felt like I slept on that one. I think we looked at the tokenomics, and I wasn't too impressed. It's got billions and billions of coins, right? It's Charles Hoskins, right? He likes those billions and billions of coins. Beat coming back in. We looked at that one. We've been checking it out. I'm not in it. But wow, it was down at 188. Now it's at 254. These are the two that are moving. Those are the two that are moving in this category. Never heard of the little freakers before. And we got Pippin at 43 cents. Hey, so we got some movement over here. ICP, are you at $3 again? What the hell? Where you at, like $4 or $5? You went down 276. I mean, that's better, I get. Uniswap, you're over $5 now? We're getting some movement here. So what's moving? I mean, I think that's what we should ask. What moving? What sectors are moving? Probably you should ask yourself a little bit more. Canton, you suck. We got a lot of these. There's Beat. Now this one was over here on this side. Nobody wanted to talk about it yesterday, but now everybody's looking at it like, oh hell yeah, Beat's awesome. Love that Beat. We're going to take a look at a few of these coins. We'll take a look at Beat and Night. Beat Night. That sounds like we need a commercial and a quick call to HR. Excuse me.
Crypto cowboys, moon or alimony bags. Subscribe to Road Dawg Crypto now. Like or bear eats you. Better call Road Dawg.
I can say it. It's okay. All right. Beat Night. All right. We're good. And ICP. Can I say that? Wait a minute. Sorry.
She gets house, I keep ape. Fair? No.
But it's a ticker. It's a ticker. It's not. No. No, there's no peeping involved. Internet computer protocol. Okay. We can say ICP. All right, we're good. We're good to go. ICP, we can put that on our list. And Monero, XM. Monero. Yeah. Sean, turn that off. All right. XMR, Monero. And Little Sky, what are you doing? I want to take a look at Sky there. 21 people hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging. Okay. As we start getting into some coin TA here, I'm pressing the wrong buttons. We're still pressing the wrong buttons. Sean? Sean?
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
So these are the guys that sucks right now. Telcoin, it's not bad. 24 hours down 8.9. Terra Luna Classic, are you serious? Are we still? How many fractions of a penny are you from $1? This thing used to be $1. Remember? No, it used to be. No, this is Luna C. This thing used to be like, oh my God. We don't even need to relive that. That's some people have PTSD from that experience, I believe. Let us come back very quickly. Check on our little special friend here, Bitcoin. I'm going to look at him on the 6 minute and see if I can get to oh man, this CoinEx chart sucks. All that noise. 6 minute time frame. We're at Did you just lose 88,000? Why? Why would you want to do that, Bitcoin? Why you give me red dots on the 6 minute? Why you looking like you want to roll over and lose that 9 moving average? Don't be doing that, Bitcoin. That's not cool. We don't like that, Bitcoin. Come on, talk to me now. Talk to me. What's going on? Do you need a bowl of M&Ms without the green ones? What's going on? Here we are. We just pulled our fib from the high to the low. Looking at it, got rejected at the 0.5. That's a little concerning to watch out for. We need this guy to hold right here, and I think it's a chance that it can from what I'm seeing. Maybe. Oh man, even on the 6 minute. Why you got a death cross, man? You trying to scare people again? Stop it. All right, so getting rejected on the 0.5 does put us, you know, maybe down here 87.5 if it wants to go kind of south from here. I'm just saying that kind of comes up with this kind of idea right here. So let's keep our eyes on that. But right now we're still above the 9. If we go down to the little 1 minute, she's saying, "Oh man, come on, man. Did you fake us out? Oh, you did, you little bastard. You got a little. Are you doing a little 5-way correction here? We're getting too nitty gritty on the nitty gritty time frames here. Let's zoom out and give it a little time to breathe, shall we?" Ladies and gentlemen, coming back to the chat over here. You thought I wasn't going to do it, didn't you? I know it. We got Strega in the house. How's it going, Strega? Scarjesco. Shout out to you guys. Hi, Nightball's lying, so we got 115 people. We got 21 according to what I'm seeing. What was scary today? I guess just the drop for Bitcoin and people's nerves in general. Johnny December, how's it going? Got this and Maddie's piano bar. First time in here. Hey, congratulations, man. Welcome to the show. Maddie B is also... Maddie B streams... I don't know if you guys know this. He's talking about Piano Maddie B, who also does TA. And I like Piano Maddie B. I go watch him sometimes too. Piano Matty B Crypto. He also does, he does morning TAs and stuff like that, but he does this piano bar, right? Every weekend. He's over here, and you can see I've got some, he's inspired my channel, if you can tell. If you ever watch his stuff, you can see. I was like, that is so cool. How did you do all that? I want that. So, he's been a heavy influence on this channel in one way or another. Matty B! And Kyle out there. Give him a nice little like over there. Also, if you like music, well, you can come over and check out, you can do it on Spotify or wherever, but all the music that you hear in the background here is all original music here on the channel. It's crypto niche related. Trading music, I guess, is the way to look at it. And across all genres, and it's also all the ones that I've published. Now, I've only published 117 songs. There are a bunch more that are here that have not been published that you're listening to, and they'll gradually get out there. Some of them, not all of them, but some of them. Road Dawg Crypto topic on YouTube will take you to the channel, and you can see all of them. There's some Christmas songs. There's a Christmas album over there that are released, and also some of these songs are country. There's some worship songs over there, and they are across all genres: hip hop, R&B, kind of a gothic, sexy vampire club vibes. Yeah, we got, and hard rock. We got it all over there. So if you're looking for something crypto music related, something that has if you like what you hear on the show. Well, you can ask Alexa to play it in the background. Any songs by Road Dawg Crypto, or get on Spotify or wherever you stream music. It's probably there. Back to the chat. Night token and it's moving also. Oh, let's go check out. We didn't check out Night. Look at it on KuCoin here. Oh, what's this? 15 minute? You look tired. Look, you're trying to get across here from the 9 over to 21 right here. And let's see, we had a target. What target is that? At 8 cents. That's been there for a while. She didn't exactly respect the trend line we had whenever we looked at it over here. And that was a wacky trend line. We had to go with what we had to work with. Wasn't much to work with there. Let's see what we can figure out now. You've got an internal trend line right now from here to the bottom here. We did a little bear trap and had a nice short squeeze or whatever this was. A nice move up. It usually happens after bear traps, right? And now it's an internal trend line being resistance, resistance. It's still resistance, by the way. So we got that going on with that trend line. We can get rid of this one. So she's gonna have to fight to get up to 8 cents, in my personal opinion, just because of that. Let's see what we can figure out now from this one. Nice 618 retracement. Could be A equals CD, and that's why we are looking for some of these areas. Let's do some of these. Kind of update our targets here. So the 618, ideally, we're looking for these two targets if we're getting an A equals CD, and it can take a while for that to happen. And since we're not really making lower lows, shoot, maybe that's what we're doing all right here, right? So those are our two wishful targets, higher high targets there. She's got some work to do to get there. Short term, I think she's at resistance right now. Look at that. So we got an internal trend line acting as resistance. We've also got the fib area right here, the 272. That was this red line up here on the bigger picture, right? On the smaller picture, she's also got some respect happening right here, some rejection going on right there. Chances are we'll probably get some rejection going on here. And if we're really bullish, I'd be looking for a pullback to a 372 fib pull. Where do we get that from, Road Dawg? Well, we get that from pulling from this bottom over here to that new top area that we got, since we're going to assume that that's the top because it meets a top in reversal fib area in our harmonic strategies. And that 382 pullback will be right here. So if I were looking for a play on this one, I would be expecting night to actually get some rejection going on right here. We saw some weakness on the 15-minute. I'll probably carry over to the 1 hour here. And in my personal opinion, I think the best place to be looking for an entry would be right around 7.1 cents. Not too far from where we are, but enough to give you a much better entrance. About a 10% drop there. If we can get that idea. We got a secondary trend line here. Made a higher high, that's good. Let's see, one other technique that we can do to go from this high down to this low. And you also see where it's, ooh, you're above the 786 though. That's interesting. That is interesting. Let's come back to the smaller time frame. Moving averages look strong. All right, so I got to pay attention to this since we're above it. That should have been a point of rejection there, and it wasn't. And that kind of puts this little guy a little bit more on the radar, that 8.2 cent area right here. So I'm still seeing a slight chance that we might get up there on that one. And let's color this guy so I know what I'm looking at here. 786 fib local. All right. But what I'm seeing here, and we haven't done it on this whole run up, is get a bearish cross. It's a 15-minute, by the way. Hasn't happened. It's not confirmed yet. Yes, it has. It has just now confirmed. 9 has crossed the 21. So likely 272 is going to give us a little something, right? And we're hoping that it will bounce here. There is now another option that we can put on the table. guess we should take our whole movement into account here. We'll see what happens on this 236 right here. If by chance that midnight is going to go up to 8, if that's going to be our top and not right here, I would expect it to come back down to this area about 7.4, 7.5, and then try to go up there. Then that might be our top, right? Then we can come back to whatever the 382 is from that area, which will probably be a little higher. So that's like two situations, two snitchy bitches, two situations that I can see here. What the hell? But this is that's a reversal point. I would watch this. I wouldn't long here yet. She's not ready for a long. She's at resistance is what I'm trying to say. All right, so midnight looking kind of interesting. I think we'll take a picture of this one and we'll put it out on our Telegram trading area there. So I think that this is the area to try to keep our eyes on for right over here, but close as we can to 7-ish cents there. Let's bump this up to the 15-minute. This is night. This is on the 15-minute time frame. So I'm looking at about 7 cents in that area. All right, so night. Look, interesting. Bullish higher low, higher high needs a higher low. 7 cents would be one of the better ones to look for there. How about Pippin? You want to take a look at Pippin? Oh, Pippin. I haven't been looking at Pippin. I wish I'd was looking at a trade. We're looking at a 50-cent area for a bigger picture thing. She got up here and then went a little crazy sideways like she was trying to lose her mind. That's still my target, 50 cents. It just has not hit. Ooh, there might be an entry here. It's still risky. Let's tune this in a little bit better. Well, come here, trend line. Are you it? That does. You can count that as a bear trap. Go with this, most of your touches there. If we have the bear trap, you're still a bit down from it. If not, so I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this overall trend line, taking into account what happened here, and we're so close to it that I could put a setup here with a tight stop loss. And I mean, it would be tight, like 1 penny stop loss, because you break the trend line, it's over. But how much further you go, other than trying to reach 50 cents from here? Oh, that's risky because it's at resistance too. Oh man! But it's a flag to the upside. It's a flag to the upside at a 786. Not normally where you would want to enter a long at a 786 resistance area, right? 786 support area, yeah. 786 resistance, that's double top area over here. I wouldn't feel comfortable trying to get into Pippin right now. This is a nice little tape. This is a tape profit area. This trend line's been really good so far, but this is the areas where you start seeing them break down. So, well, a little iffy, but you can put a tight stop loss and try it. We look like on the 1 minute. I want to rock. I want to go. I'm ready to rock and roll. I mean, are you? You're trying. Dang sure are trying. But it's got a cup and handle. It's got an inverted head and shoulders. It's got all the things that we want. It's above the 200 and the 21 and a flag to the upside. Yeah, she's still... Look, a cup and handle. Is it? one of the most sought after patterns in all of TA pattern trading. The cup and handle? Is it really? You see them everywhere? That's tempting. I don't know if she'll hit 50 cents over this weekend, though, right? Uniswap. I want to take a look at Uni over here. Now, Uniswap is a decentralized exchange, and I think that's a narrative or a category, if you will, that it's probably one of the safer ones and one that you'll see more response out of. Because, well, I mean, compare it. Would you rather have DeFi token like Uniswap, or will you want to go gaming? Gala Games. Let's go all in on Gala Games. Yeah. Uniswap would be the correct answer there, in my personal opinion. Oh, support was it? You retested a line here. You retested a fib area. What's going on, Uniswap? What are you doing? You won back a fib area. You're looking ballsy. What's going on? All right, we got to let's zoom out on Uniswap. Refresh all of our info. Okay, we're in the range. Let's take a new look at Uniswap over here. Weekly MACD, Uniswap. Got some divergence going on between this thing trying to tank down. There's a little curve there. I don't know. Not the sign, not exactly the signs we need on a weekly, but something. We got a lighter histogram. They might be trying to do something on the weekly. 3-day, you got a bullish cross here on the MACD. Let's see what the 3-day looks like. 3-day is also giving you a green dot. Stochastic's going to Uniswap. You looking kind of funky. What was the weekly like? Yeah, got the green dot over here, but it looks like it could be coming. Some bullish divergence. Interesting. Okay, let's go to the daily. Bullish divergence here. Uniswap, you're looking kind of juicy. You're doing a double bottom from this area right here, trying to. The neckline's at $12. That's one of our targets. I'm just saying. But it's got a shoulder, head and shoulder to the downside. You gotta love that. I remember being new to all this and new in pattern trading, and you took that stuff as gospel, man. Watching your guru, your mentor, or whoever, and they say shoulder, head and shoulder. Oh. This is happening at a support level. Would you like to explain to me how? Let this measure move down to a negative $9.87 will actually play out? I would say it's not. I would say you're looking at the juicy bottom areas for this asset. At bear season, bear market prices, because this is where it was in 2022 during the bear market. December, Christmas of 2022. Think about that. 3 years ago, we were in the same damn area. It got up to 15, got up to 20. And now we're right back down here. So, wow, man. And when you see these charts, you got to wonder, like, how the hell, if we're going into a bear market for crypto, which we could be, how can that work for altcoins? Because they've been in a bear market. I don't think they ever left the bear market. I mean, this is bull market. This is bull market. Uniswap got up to $44. It was going crazy. That was awesome. $45, and here we are hanging around here. The highest we got was 19. Does that make sense? What if, ladies and gentlemen, well, we got 12 people. We lost half the people. I don't know what happened there. Did I offend somebody? Well, what if we haven't seen the altcoin bull market? I can make a case for that because we really haven't. I mean, a year and a half ago, in spring of 2024, that's the closest that we had to a rally, even a season, an altcoin season, and it wasn't even officially an altcoin season. $12, nice target for you. I like you, Uniswap. I want to come down and see what you're doing in smaller time frames now. Because we saw that she broke over a certain area. Now we got to figure out what that area is, right? Most likely it was pulling from this high down to this low, and that was it right there. Tune you in. She just broke out of our, man, I wish I'd bought more underneath this price. Wish I'd bought more under $6 price. We're now leaving that area, ladies and gentlemen. Or we're testing that area and above it. Can we come back down here? The moving averages say it could happen. It could happen. We could be coming back down to the $5 range. Could happen. Will it happen? Well, hell, I don't know. I'm not a damn fortune teller. Shoot, what kind of question is that? You're trying to set me up here? Your moving averages here on the 1 hour are still flip bearish, but they're trying to, the price has already climbed up. Now they're trying to flip. So you got something. You can make a play here. I would set a tight stop loss. I would set my stop loss about 610 underneath the low there. She could be double topping coming back down through here. I'm just saying to retest these areas. Keep that in mind. Okay. It looks kind of interesting now. It's not a blatant short. We could come back and retest these areas. I would be looking about the breakout area about 570, 569. Oh my gosh. Woohoo. But if she was going to do something now, what would we be looking for? Well, our next target area that we're looking for that really matters is right at $7. Can we do it? Can she flag to the upside? Can she flag to the upside? Well, I mean, we can try. One thing I would do is kind of zoom out a little bit and look at our wave structure here. And we're on the bottom. We got a 1, 2. This would be our 3. I'd be looking for a 4 to come back down here up to 550. Ah, man. That's a ballsy play right here, man. I got to say. Somehow, I want to play it, though. Because I think I can work with this. She's so close to my egg. I think I could work with a 10% price action difference there. I'm going to come over here. I think I'm going to look at Uniswap here. See if we can get a little scalp trade. I'll see if we can get a little something. You don't look nearly as exciting over here on this chart, Uniswap. I'm just saying. I want to see what we got going on right here. About 621. We want to do I don't want 20x. That's how they get you. I just want to do something little. I might go 5x on this one since my stop losses should be kind of tight. Okay, we're there we go. There's 6x. Here's 5x. Oh, are you going up? Actually, I'm going to do this on my phone because I've got them set up to do different. On my phone, when I put my trade in, I'm putting the actual dollar amount in my margin. When I do it over here, it's not. I've got to do it by 5 or whatever. Makes it a little bit more confusing for me. But I need to come spend some time and set it up here on the thing. So I want to put an order in about 621. Not a big one. Oh, you're really? You're making me. Okay, there we go. Are we going that cheap? Okay, I guess we're going that cheap. Well, you should have showed up. Wait a minute, are we on the wrong exchange here, right? Ah, hell, we're on the wrong exchange. All right, let's try this one more time here. Uniswap, okay. And we're going to go at 621. And I want to put there we go. There's my order. It popped up there on the screen. So I got my order there to try to get the retest when it comes back down here. It's got a W right there. It's a good chance that she's going to do it. It's on the 5-minute time frame. And we'll see if that happens, if that hits me. Let the trade come to me before I FOMO in. If we come back and she's green above these areas, I might go in just a wee bit. We still got here on the 3 minute even, you know, you still got the 100 below the 200, the 50 below there. All your moving averages are still below the 200 there. And you're trying to get off without me. Why? Is it? What we got going on here? 618. Yeah. Yeah, I'd be looking for that. 621 right through there. 622, 382 pullback. You just gotta be patient. Give it a chance. There's Joe from Trade Intuition right there. I meant to get over there. And I was on his show, or not on his show, I was watching his show earlier. But I meant to give him a shout out over here. If you're not watching Joe, well, why not? Where are you, Joe? There we are. This is his channel right over there. He streams nightly about 9 p.m., sometimes during the day, I think. Bonus random morning streams, and I do that too lately. So shout out to Joe out there giving some TA knowledge every day for free. Just saying. Judson says, how's everyone doing? Any trades on? Well, I got a few little, not much. Let's get right past my super chat. Up, let's go to the chat. I'm on the, oh, this thing's on top chat and everything right there. Let's go over here. Haven Peck, yeah, sounds like you got it all figured out. What? I don't know what we're talking about, but Justin says, you might get the fill in the next 5 minutes. Looks like there's some fair value gap there, but volume right here is below the POC and significant. We're using some different, he's using some different trading tools over there. So Confluence is what it sounds like. Let's go check out our super chats over here. Look at my Kima Gym Pick, says Gator Squash. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. We got Kima Network. This is it. It's running about 3.5 cents. Maximum supply is 210 Kima. That's interesting. Circulating supply is 65 million Kima. That's interesting. Kima's all-time high was $1.10, and that was about a year ago in November, around Thanksgiving. $1.10. Its all-time low was 4 days ago when it went just right at 2 cents. Now, since 4 days ago, it seems to be up 85%. Is what it's saying. Let's go over and check out Kima. Kima Network. I think we got it on Mexi's got it. KuCoin's got it. Weeks has got it, and I think KuCoin was probably where we looked on it. How's it look over here? This is a 1 minute. We need to zoom out. 4 hour. Okay, so we were looking at this one. This was the 272 area before she dipped below, and she came back and got above it. I think it was above it when we talked about it, trying to see if it will hold. Might be a possible V-shaped recovery there on it. And so if we're looking at this, if this is our new bottom, and let's do something else here before we do that. Oh, we already did it here. I think we took them from over here. How we got our areas was from this leg here, 272 area right there. Did we also do this, or was it this? That might be some comp, and the 113 is coming in from right there, and those areas right there. Probably could tighten that up a little bit, couldn't I? Actually, from this idea, that's where you actually came down to and bounced. So this should be the one that we watch right here, in my personal opinion. All right, let's take that into account now. This was the high of May 2025, down to our new low area there. And let's get a new little zone. So this says on the bigger picture of things, if you buy below 9 cents, you're stocking up in the good accumulation zone, where it's been accumulating since August in this area when it was at 8 cents. And now we're at not quite half of that. Went down to as low as 2 cents. So it's been quite the wild ride there on the downturn. Last few days, it's bounced from that bottom area, and that's cool and all. You might even say there's a breakout if we're looking at connecting these lines here. Coming up upon some resistance. Still got the moving averages reversed, so it's going to be shaky through here for a little while. This is an accumulation zone. Okay, so she's going to go up, and it's got a nice little range, and you might see lots of come-ups in here. I mean, you can, from the red line up to the orange line over here, that's 84% gains. But you'll probably see some up and downs through here, so I'll just let you know that. It's like, it's good, but it doesn't mean it's straight up from here. It's still in accumulation area through here, in my personal opinion. So there's some time to do it. It's probably not now, though. If you're trying to take profits, you might think about taking some here in case you want to come back down, and you get it 30 to 30% cheaper on a pullback if she pulls back down. I'm just saying. Could be a 30% drop to get back down there. So there's some volatility at these areas, but overall, depending on how you want to look at this, we'll take our fib from here and pull it down to the bottom. Whoops. From the top that it had over here in October. And she's at the first resistance point right there, 382. Let's, we got our bottom points out. I don't think we need to look at them so much anymore. I may leave that one since we haven't actually touched it. Fibs are lining up nice, 236 line up. This one's actually working out really good. I'm going to go ahead and draw my horizontal line here. And we're at a first resistance point. So like I said, this would be the area to get paid a little bit, especially if you're up from these bottom areas here. If you bought the breakout or anything like that, you're up 40% on spot. So next target area maybe at 5.6 cents. But again, got to reiterate, this is an accumulation zone, so you'll see some ups and downs through here, and it's quite a bit range. This is not the area to go in, I don't think. I think a little bit of a pullback should be a coming here shortly. If you do find it going above that 382, then well, you can make a play for it with stop losses below just to keep yourself safe. We got one touch, two touch right there, and you can also see so we're in kind of a channel idea. 2 touches right here, 3 touches really. It's resistance, so I would try to find it near the bottom of the trend line, near the closest to that, maybe 4 cents when it gets there. All right, so that's Kima looking good. It's got a nice upswing. Nice that it hit a possible reversal zone, and it did reverse, made a higher high, and that's looking good. Higher highs, higher lows. You want to buy the higher lows, not to buy the tops. Just saying. As far as indicators go, we can say what we got here. It's looking nice. Got some deviation there. Is there any no bearish divergence there between those? All right. So looking nice. Just looking nice. Just want to keep in mind the 200 moving average is at 3.7. 9 moving average is under 4. So just don't try to chase. Don't try to chase. Try to structure in, layer in, layer in. My it would be to layer pyramid some orders in. Make them heavier down toward the bottom and just let it come and fill them as it goes up and down, because she's going to go up and down. That's what we do for position trading. These are the points. These are the areas I look for when I'm doing a position trade. Okay, let me make this clear. For a day trade or a short-term trade, you're looking at this. This may not be the coin you're looking for. If you're looking for a position trade, one that you pile up for, and this is the area that you slowly accumulate. You don't accumulate all at once. You use a layering in pattern. You determine where your buy zones are, and technically you could go up to 9 cents. But let's just say from where we are in the bottom, just use pyramid. Small orders, bigger orders on the bottom, and you just let that candle wick dip down in there and grab it, and you build up position, and got some take profit areas over here so that you can just play this range and rotate, because you got a nice little range from so far from the bottom up to here, the 9 cents. That's 300%. Okay, you can do a lot of building in here slowly within that range as we play through here over a few months, right? Just saying. That's how I look at these things. Little by little. All right, let's come back to the chat. Thank you again, Gator Squatch. Jim Makache says, Kima 177 next year. I don't know what this coin does or is. It hasn't been around long, but it's a lot. That's a lot of upside. 177? I don't know if she can get 170. She's been up to 111. That's a lot to ask. This was November of last year. So all this year, basically, since for the past year, Kima has just went from $1.10 down to well, the 2 cents that it was. Now, if you bought the flag to the upside or bought the hype over here, you'd probably be hating on this project, right? Well, if you bought over here when it's 76 and you're down, oh my God, you're down. You know, you've seen your $100 go down to just $2 or $3. It would probably piss you off. There might be some sentiment for that. I don't know. I haven't really. I don't remember hearing about this one very much. But she's got a nice little wick there. The main target I'm looking for basically is right 9 cents right now. See what we can do when we get up there. And that's cool from where we are now, man. Shoot, that's a double up and more. Scratch that. Uni will trade $55.77 in 2026. Marcus says, Justin. That would be awesome. Well, the thing about Uniswap is that as we get regulation and everything, now when they initially started out, and that's what they had a great airdrop, and I got lucky on that for making one failed transaction qualified me for that airdrop. I think I canceled that transaction, or maybe it didn't go through because of the exorbitant $300 gas fees or whatever going on in Ethereum that time. I mean, it was damn near impossible. It was horrible back in those days. Yeah, $300 gas fee. That was cheap. Thank God they got that fixed. I was so pissed at miners. I was like, you greedy miners on Ethereum, you're making all the money. And they're like, yes, we are. Yes, we are. Don't you dare change that. And then they changed it. Actually, the times I've used Ethereum lately has been pretty reasonable gas fees. I mean, hell, I think it's even been cheaper than Tron sometimes. Tron's cost me $1 sometimes to move things. Some of that could be exchange related, though. Sometimes they might mark that little sucker up. Kima on the 24 minute. Well, you get your pullback. That looks pretty good. I mean, the Ichimoku cloud looks good. Nice little curve there. Winter solstice. Oh, that should be tomorrow, right? 21st. Chuck Baller Satoshi Lounge 2026. That's a cool ass name for our not holding, but day holding. Are we talking about Bitcoin? Oh, platinum. Look at you. You finally doing something? I got in platinum too early and got impatient with it. I kept some of it. I didn't sell all of it, but I did get out of it, some of it, and put it into, what did I put it into? Something else that was moving a little faster, but I didn't sell it all. And a lot of people, and that was an idea. You did come down. You didn't do that though. Okay, well, you're invalidated. Platinum. I'm glad to see it. Platinum's actually cheap. Now, when I was in the jewelry business, platinum was averaging around $2,400 an ounce. Tells you how long. It's been a while since I remember the platinum prices. So when I saw it down at $900 or something, I'm like, oh my God, that's cheap ass for platinum. And then you got another spin-off from platinum, which is called Rhodium. If you have access to trade that, that's what makes your white gold white, right? They rhodium, and your silver keeps it from tarnishing. Rhodium plating those. That stuff would get up to like $1,600 an ounce, $800, $600, $2,300 an ounce too. They can only mine it when they mine platinum. So that's another interesting one to play. And then Palladium, I guess that too. All these things. Platinum looking kind of interesting now. We got a possibility measure move here. We'll just eyeball that and see where that takes us. About 2,400. Yeah, you've been there before. It's been a while. The only play I could get was ETFs over on E-Trade. I don't have a commodities account set up anywhere yet. I need to find a place. BTCC, or some of these other exchanges we trade crypto on. Some of them are out here with some of these coins too. I need to look at some of those exchanges as well. That's a nice breakout for platinum though. Just happened to see that out of the corner of my eye. I want to take a look at silver while we're looking at some of this stuff, right? Why not? I got out of silver, I think when it was somewhere around 52. I didn't have very much. I felt like I was getting in too late and moved it over to Bitcoin. But these are the targets that we're looking for. And she finally hit our 64 target area. Let's come down to, this is the 3-day. Let's come down to 4 hour. You can kind of see how it reacted over there to our fib levels and stuff. Trend lines and whatnot. You broke out. That's a breakout retest of this trend line. Silver's getting ready to do some stuff, man. You broke out over here. I may need to, but just it takes so long, and from 67 for it to go up $3, right? And then that's a much more heavier reversal zone right there. Target there for it's a 272, right? Maybe we get up to 86 over some time here. That's pretty bullish, though, man. That's pretty bullish. Let's see how it acts over here, because sometimes they can break out of these, you know, trend lines or things that we got, and that's not the greatest trend line. We have to draw it back a little bit. Sometimes they can break back out and then come right back in. So let's go. What's the weekly look like for you? There's a little bit of, there's some bear, not a little bit, there's definitely bearish divergence right here on the RSI. I would say probably somewhere soon we might see some heavier profit taken on silver, but sure ain't happening today though, is it? That's kind of nice though. That's kind of nice. Would they take profits now, or would they think they'll wait till 70? Ichimoku Cloud's kind of suggesting that maybe they'll wait to 70. So we're not seeing that bearish divergence come into play. It's over here too. When we're curving up though, my little trick for this is if I can identify a curve, a parabolic move, and I'm looking at what we got. If we're looking for bearish divergence on RSI, I'm looking for 3 instances. All right, and so I'm looking, there's one. Maybe I'm looking for the 3 tops, right? And here's another top. And then what, I'm on the 2 hour. We can do the 2 hour, but let's look at a bigger time frame. So RSI, the places where it's topped over here. Let's get rid of this one. So it went straight across there instead of coming down. That's not really divergence. I mean, it's a weak form. This would be divergence, and this would be 2 coming down. There's one more left in there, in my personal opinion. So running up to 70 might be it, and we didn't really kick it off. That's mild. That's mild. So I'm counting. I'm really looking at possibly just 2 right there that definitely qualify. So by the time it gets to 70, I would say 70 might be it. Let's see what happens there. That divergence will actually kick in right around up there, or. And are you doing it now? So I'd be cautious around 67 to 70. That might be where we see some more sell-offs coming. But if not, you know, we did have that measure move. Like, kind of interesting. All right, back to Bitcoin, which is still above $88,000 right now. Let's go to the 1 minute. How are we looking on the 1 minute over here? Where is, did I move you? I moved you. I was like, this is the actual chart we're looking for. Nice little W area right here. A nice little kind of retest of that area right here. And we're just trucking on along. Take our trend line from here, right there. I like the trend lines, diagonal trend lines. If I'm looking for an entry, I use those. Price is coming back to 1 and support it, and we're not too crazy on our Elliott wave ideas and things like that. Might be an entry. I put stop losses below. Doesn't mean it's going to work out. I'm looking for 3 humps and then a dump. And we're on the tiny 1 minute, so I wouldn't stress it. So we got a trend lines going, and we got some fib levels over here, and again, we're looking for targets here on Bitcoin. We went up to the 0.5 twice. Looks like we're going to still try to go. Next area we want to see is 88,228. See what happens there. That's normally a place where we will get some rejection, right? 618. It's where our moving averages are hanging out too. And we need that. We need to reclaim that one. So I'd feel better about us if we can get past that and start working back up to these areas. Maybe we can hold it. But we got to keep in mind we got that resistance area. So these are the 2 main areas that that might be our lower low here. If it is, I would advise some caution for Bitcoin. We could be coming up. That's our lower low, and then we start looking. Our lower high, and then we start looking for a lower low. That would be one of our bearish scenarios here on the smaller time frames, and that could be taking us down here seriously, like right down here in this area, Fibonacci and our moving averages, and then we try to go down to 87.6 and probably 87.5 for the bigger target. So that can happen, unless we want to take advantage of this higher low and give us that higher high, about 88.5. We need that 88.5 right there. That's what we need to go for. That would be progression. So I would look at 88.3, 88.2 cautionary. See if they give us warning signs of rejection. But if we kind of hang out, maybe pull back a little bit and still try to go, we might have something going on for us, right? We can also take this angle that we just identified and bring it over here. And oh my gosh, look at that. That is right resistance right where we're at the moment. Crazy how that works, how these angle dangles. I would bet if we zoom out a little bit, might even see a little bit more response over here to these angles. Do we have anything? Maybe. Not that it matters at the moment because we're not down there. I gotta squint my eyes for it. So, oh, we want to keep that little guy. We can get rid of this little guy. All right. So if you're looking at this pattern-wise, you might be saying, "Well, that's a rising wedge. They break to the downside about 68% of the time." It's technically about 60% of the time, and yeah, it could, especially if it's hitting resistance right there, 360 and all that good stuff. But if she break back above that, it's going to be a strong move, and maybe we could see that 88.2 come a little quicker than not. This is when I come to the smaller time frames, like the 1 minute, to trying to see what's going on, and it doesn't look too promising with the nice double top right there. But now we're coming back up. The fact that we're coming back up to is a little bit bullish, but still some little short-term rejection there. Come on, Bitcoin, let's do it. Is there anything bullish that you can share with us on this chart, Road Dawg? I would say we got the golden cross here on the 1 minute. See what we can work out of it. Nichimoku Cloud looks fairly decent, like it's a little bit more bullish at resistance. So perhaps you can come up there. I just wish these guys were in a better order. This is our altcoins right now on the hourly. Not much going on the hourly. On the daily? Nah, not too much going on our daily. How have you pulled us up over the week? Nah. So maybe tomorrow, Sunday, we can see a little bit more action out of some of these guys. I would hope so. Pingu, what are you doing? You went down to 0.009. Oh, you're still in that area, still in that range. Pippin, you're the one I'm looking at. You coming back down for that little pullback? You know, swap, what are you doing? You're getting your little pullback now? Are you back at You hadn't hit my 6 hours and 21 cent target yet. You ain't done it. What's going on? Trying to top over there? What are you trying to do now? Whoa, 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 whoa! What's this? There's some curve going on. What's this curve we're doing here? What's this deviation thing we got going on here? You making me want a FOMO. That's a nice little double top there. It didn't go any higher. It went right back up there. Nice little possible M forming here. This is what, 5-minute time frame? Small time frame. For a Uniswap, we did get some rejection here. Double top situation might be playing at the 618 Fibonacci. Still going to keep my target, my little entry area, waiting there for me. Are you going to break this trend line to do it, though? I'd rather you not, just to say. You want to phone my win so bad, don't you? I just want to... I'm being impatient. Can't be impatient. And we also got this resistance idea right there, too. Could be making a double top over here. Around 640. Could be. Look at you, Bitcoin. You're getting feisty over here. I saw you on the 1-minute time frame. Just spike up there. That's crazy. 9 above the 21. Let's go, Bitcoin. Break it out to the upside. Go against the grain, Bitcoin. Make it happen. Folks, we've been going tonight about an hour and 36 minutes. We've got 20 people hanging. It fluctuates. Thank you for coming back. If you left, and I know I flip around a lot too when I'm watching. I keep hitting the wrong button and popping in and out of my voice. I'm sorry about that. We were trying to get Elvis over here.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Meanwhile, I'm sad to say, but this is our shield time, and this is when I've got to shield our moneymaker here. If you want all the... Oh, Bitcoin, what are you doing? You're falling down. If you want the real skinny, learn how to trade this in a sexy kind of way. If you got a spare $2,499 a month, I invite you to join my OnlyFans footsie group, where I'll take you to a private chart room where it's just you and me and my fungusy toes pointing to the entrance and exit targets. It's just like the trading group, but it's much more expensive for you Dubai freakers out there. And you got my little toenails pointing at this little target and that little target. It's worth every $1,000 a month that you want to put into it, you little Dubai freaks. Love you guys, you little footsie freaks over there. Love you. Join it and learn today. The OnlyFans fancy foot group. You're missing out. Yeah, you are. FOMO in. All right. Well, you were looking bullish, and now you're not. Bitcoin, shame on you getting that bearish cross on this very tiny time frame of the 1 minute. Shame on you, Bitcoin. What are you going to do with these other moving averages that bullish across over there? Are you going to disappoint them and dash their dreams, or do we just need to move this trend line somewhere else? Because that sucks for a trend line. You've already broken it. What's wrong with you, Bitcoin? Stop ruining our dreams, baby. There could be some rejection there. I like your little pattern traders here on the 1 minute, which, I mean, I guess you can do this. This is fine and everything, but I don't know. I feel like pattern trading. If you want to learn pattern trading, I mean, for real, if that's your thing, and it appealed to me, that's one of the first things I learned. But I'm just going to tell you, the best place to go for pattern trading is not your YouTubers, okay? Because they've been trained from all these trading groups that regurgitate this information, and a lot of it's wrong. And they apply this stuff very sloppily. If you want to learn how to really do this and understand pattern trading, Thomas Bukowski's free site, thepatternSite.com. It looks boring as hell. It looks like a 1980 DDoS. I've done a DDoS, but it looks like 1980s HTML or 1990s HTML, whatever, or 2000s. I guess it'd be 2000s HTML. No, 92. Definitely 1994. But there's a visual index over here too. Like, again, but this guy has got the alpha on. He wrote the book on it. You can go get the book, or you can join our Telegram group, and you can buy it over there, a used copy for $96. I'm just saying, there's only one left in stock. You better get it. It arrives after Christmas, so you need it sooner. I'm just saying. Or you can go over to thepatternside.com and see that information for free. Your choice, however you want to do it. Or you get a copy of that book over in our trading group. I'm just saying. Or you have to bring it back when you're through with it, though. That's the rules of the game. Of engagement, legally, I guess. Whatever. Did we take a look at Monero? Let's take a look at Monero. Take a look at you on, how about mix? That's futures? How that'll work. How about any one of these? We'll probably charged it before on one of these, right? Monero. 475. Touched that once. We're having still being resistance right now. We got targets at 524, 544, even 577. We get past this very toxic 886 zone right there, where you would get a reversal or get a rejection. Will it stick, or will we get a really cold? That's a nice curve. Higher high there. How'd that work? What'd you do? 113 us? The beautiful 113 right up there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just saying. That's great and all. This is an area of rejection. There's no guarantees we'll make it to 524 or 544. Hopefully we do. Let's zoom out, look at some of the other signs we might have going on over here. As we're approaching resistance on the daily, well, MACD still looks okay. We could push up there. Let's come down to the 4 hour. MACD or the indicators are saying double top and red dot, and could get a pullback here, right? So you might range through here. That's kind of common to range through here before we do get a breakout of this area, if we're going to do it. And the reason I think that we might actually go up there is because of the curving. This, well, trying to happen here. Let's go from the bottom, the double bottom here. There's a little bit of curve trying to happen there as we broke out of this trend line symmetrical pattern. Got a little something going on, but we are hitting our Fibonacci, bigger Fibonacci reversal area. So you got past this, that was cool. Couldn't get past this one yet. We did get up to 500 and pull back. Let's keep our eyes on this one. She did hit a top area, so a pullback is kind of normal here. What I would be looking for if I were being bullish is 382 fib area, which will take us right here, retesting this latest high we had, so it's getting a support resistance area lined up for us. I would keep my eye on 446, 445 area if I were trading this on the smaller time frames, looking for that pullback, right? So, and that's also where your 200 moving averages on the 15. You can see, it made a, like, is that a cup? That's not a cup and handle. That's a pointy. This high area over here, probably retesting around those areas. Be my what we would prefer. But of course, she would have to break this trend line, and she hasn't done it yet. There is a bearish divergence between here and here, so I don't have as much confidence that trend line will hold, but let's see. I'm drinking HAC, hot ass coffee today. Or horrible ass coffee. Crypto is sponsored by good ass coffee. Like coffee that's good and ass at the same time. It is. It really is. So good and ass.
The morning's gray, the clock's a foe. The world outside moves slow, so slow. But there's a spark, a golden glow.
Blow my whistle.
Good ass coffee's here, Oh, the best
that whistle don't work.
Of waking
Where's the damn?
Is good ass coffee in your cup.
It makes, there's powder it came out of this. Oh my, what came out of my whistle? Well, blow my whistle, shimmer my timbers. Well, pubic hair in the coffee, they're good ass coffee usually. Oh, what if it's not? Oh, it's not it's a butt hair. Flavor saver, stick it right there. All right. Cash is king when I get silver, says Strega. How's it going, Strega? I haven't had a chance to leave, and I'm not buying offline. What? Law Costco is like 600 miles away. What the hell are we talking about? You can buy silver at Costco, at a Costco. You can. What's the premium on that? I'm curious about that. What is the premium one? So silver is what? It's 65 something. I would say it's got a there's probably a premium on it, right? Sponsored products. Walmart, you can get it at Walmart? It's only $79 at Walmart. That's the thing about silver and metals when you're buying the actual metal. But you don't, if you find the tokenized, or if you're on an exchange and can trade it there, your futures or whatever, you don't have to deal with that premium like that. But that's the drawback from buying physical gold and silver. I know I bought some gold coins, some Cougarans, back in the day when I think it was probably about, what was it? Probably about 11 or 1200 an ounce or something, but I had to pay like $13.50 an ounce to get the actual thing, and of course it, took forever for it to get its value. But now it's definitely on its value. I definitely don't want to sell now, but I remember doing that and just thinking, it's a hard asset to trade physical. It's got to be a long term. We're talking like multi-year, maybe even decade kind of play on some of these metals. It has been. I mean, they're doing great now, but it took them that long to do it. They move slow, and you got the premium. And the thing is, when you go to sell it, you're not going to sell it. You buy this for $79, and you go try to sell it somewhere else. They're not going to give you $79 for it. They're going to probably offer you something like $50, $55. There's going to be a discount when you go sell it. So you pay a premium when you buy it, and then you pay a discount when you sell it, and so it makes it kind of a pain in the ass, and plus you got shipping and all this because of the weight and got to carry it around. So there's some drawbacks to the metal, which makes the coins, like the gold coin, the XAUT coin, because I've been doing that. Or to buy the Crytpo gold or whatever that you can, like on Ourbit or iTrustCapital over there, and they have Crytpo gold, so I can go into gold and silver and Bitcoin over there a lot easier. But like this is gold coin, right? Tokenized gold, XAUT or PAXG, either one. I go with XAUT because I found that PAXG, whenever you transfer it, like if you put it over to your wallet, which you can do, they charge you when you move it. So if you move it to your wallet, you get a fee, and when you move it, I mean, like a gas fee on top of the gas fee, right? But XAUT, as far as I remember, it didn't do that, so I started trading it. And gold is at $4,300. That's a lot more than the about $1,350 that I bought it for. Physical gold way back in the day when, I guess gosh, that was about 10 years ago. So it was shortly after my daughter was born, so it's been a good 9 or 10 years. And we don't have a chart that goes back that far because it was at 3,000 when they started tracking it over here, or having it on what is this, Bybit? But this was August of 2025, and this past year it's really went up, hasn't it? Wow, you went up a lot. So we got targets here. Next target we're looking for, if we maintain this trajectory, is about 45. The next one's 49.25. Let's get our fib trend-based extension and do a little Elliott wave kind of. Let's just do a fib extension here thing. And that was your 1618. So we don't have all the history. I don't think we can do it from here. Put that back up there.
With all coins sparkling in the night and profits burning oh so bright. Oh my dear, yes indeed, my heart
We got our targets from this extension here, I believe. The 618 right there. The 113 area, which is also 1618. There's confluence. I would have color-coded that. That's color-coded for 1618. So I got that's a top reversal area. So this one's looking really interesting. 51, there's confluence at that 5185 area. So I really like that one. 5186, 5185 area right there. This is the 3-day chart, and well, pay attention to this. Now we saw that silver is at a top area, right? And probably getting a pullback. This is the 3-day for gold, giving us, telling us it's kind of exhausted and tired, and bearish divergence going on. Where's the bear? Okay, yeah, there is. Oh no, is there? Is this higher or lower? It's higher. Okay, yeah, there is some bearish divergence there. Doesn't mean the gold's going to reverse, but it could be, coming back down here to 42.80, or testing the trend line again, going sideways for a little bit or something. Yeah, there is some bearish divergence forming there. She need to chill the hell out, or just she can do whatever she wants to do. I'm fine with it. So what I do when I play my packs gold, man, I mean, this is on a good trajectory, and I'm doing that same thing we were talking about earlier, man. I've got I just keep my orders layered, I got them stacked up when it comes down, and I've also got them stacked up when it goes up, and it likes to spike up and then come back down and fill my orders. This is generally what it looks like, not to scale, but this is what happens. It goes up and I sell a bunch, and it comes down and I buy a bunch, and then it keeps slowly moving up because it's on an upward trend, and we keep using the old hourglass method here to slowly grow this bag, and it's been slow because slowly growing. We wait for it to go back up into new highs. So just like what she's been doing over here, she go up into my zones, whatever, and wherever our buy zones are, she sells, she comes back in and buys and does it again, and we just keep playing that little game, accumulating on gold until I see some indicators that she does not want to go up anymore. 18 people hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for being here, everybody. Taking a look at Bitcoin, it is still at 88,000 right now. At least we're holding 88,000. Yeah, that's good. The rejection right here. That little double top, and then that 786. Remember that 786 for local. We're on the 1 minute, right? We're pulling out on the thing. The 786 there. Yeah, she's coming back down a little bit, right? Tis okay. That was our initial trend line, which was awesome. And then she lost it and went sideways in a basic range, man. We still ranging out. I hadn't even made a lower low from over here yet. That's interesting. This looks like a fib situation over here. So, oh, nice. Support resistance flip from that wick to there. Went a little bit lower here within range. We might be coming right back down here to do a double bottom on this guy. We got a fib area as a 618. It's a 382. Yes, that's what we need. We need that 382. We need that 382. We need to bounce there and go to the upside. Ladies and gentlemen, before I leave, there was something. I want to do a little flag education. The 382 reminded me of it. One of the things I look for, if I'm ever looking for a flag pattern idea, because that's a popular thing here on YouTube, right? It's to put everything into a flag. Have you ever seen what Thomas Bukowski says about a flag? Might be might be educational. Let's do that. Spend just a minute. You might be interested to compare what he says about flags to what you hear on YouTube about flags a lot. I think that would be kind of awesome. A lot of what you hear on YouTube is, you wait for something to get into a... Where are moving averages? Oh, we're on the wrong thing. You hear something, especially on a 1 minute thing, whenever price goes up, there's a flag, always a flag, everything's in a flag. Put in a flag, I can tell you, put it in a flag. And if you ever notice, when you see that, those flags keep changing. I know things do change a lot, but you just keep making a bigger flag, and so you've always got this flag thing, right? Well, my take is, if you're looking for any kind of pattern like that, to look for the 382 bounce. And you're basically playing an AB equals CD. But I wouldn't call this a flag, okay? It's consolidation, but that, in my personal opinion, is not a flag, and nor is it, in Thomas Bukowski's personal opinion, a flag. And in just a second, after I put this measure move up there at 88.3 for an AB equals CD play, which is our 0.618 cheat thing over there, right? I just showed you two ways to get it. And it wasn't a flag to the upside, okay? But let's go over here. Let's take a look at the flags. What does Thomas Bukowski say about flags? This is some stuff that you might need to... I don't know if you can see it, but right here, I'll read it. It says, flags appear as small rectangles. Pennants are the triangle shape. Usually tilted against the prevailing price. So if the price is going up, it's probably tilted down. Makes it bullish. Mounted at the end of the flagpole. Now here's the alpha. If you do not have a straight line or a quick move price run, which makes the flagpole, then you do not have a flag. The best performing flags have a long, near vertical flagpole. Ladies and gentlemen, what are you saying? That what you want to look for a flag is a damn flagpole where price goes straight up and then consolidates. It's not the shape. This is not doing it. This is not it. So for a flag, a true flag, when you're out here watching these guys, nice big move and then a consolidation like this. It's not a bunch of this stuff up here and then we make we're going to put a flag. Let's throw it to a flag pattern. Okay, just so you know. Just so you know. And are there some instances over here of some good flags that we can look at? I mean, here was one that was a flag that they were calling a flag, right? Let's put it into a flag to the upside. But was there a flagpole? No, there's just this. There is just a trend. There's a trend with a trend line that once it was broken, gave us this. That's the easiest way I can look at it. Do we have any other instances of this one? Maybe, but then it elongated. It didn't really have the channel idea. It started getting more into a kind of a pennant shape, stretching out way too long, and yeah, that one didn't work out. That would be a flag. That's a nice example of an actual flag right here. And it didn't actually flag, it actually made a pennant. Now let's take a look, if you don't mind. We looked at what Thomas Bukowski said about flags, and you can see that they do the channel thing, right? Let's go to a pennant, because they're often used interchangeably here, and especially on YouTube. And we need to go under the P's for pennant. It's right here. What does he say? Pennants are the workhorses of the day trader. They perform an invaluable service by marking the midway point in a move. However, they only work in this manner about 30% of the time. See the measured move rule. The measured move rule is that you compute the height from the start of the price swing from A, right here, to the end of the price swing, which is there, B, or your flagpole, and multiply it by the above percentage median price target, which is over here, which is 35%. Okay, so what that means And this would be your pennant, right? If you were to take your measure move from this, and you see this done all the time, a lot of times before there's even a breakout or whatever, they're just putting it wherever, and they're going that full measure move. But here's what Thomas Bukowski says. Your actual target for that should be 35% of that measure move. So one way to do that, and this is an upswing, you take your Fibonacci, because it's just a scale from low to high, and we'll drag this thing down to about, oh, I'm sorry, put it back up there. My zero started here. Me do it from the bottom. Where my zero is, right? Here's my zero. 35%. So that'd be, here's 23%, here's 38%. Be right here. So your realistic, according to Thomas Bukowski, measure move for this guy would be this. And if it were to break out and do that, it would have taken us up here. Ironic as it seems to our trend line that we got. Maybe we got lucky on that, or maybe that's just part of the visual math that works out on that. But that's what the measure move would be for that. And a lot of times, I mean, think about it. A lot of times you see the flag guys out here and they get the big measure moves. And they're moving on to something else, man. You get some crazy target and you say, blah, 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 this. And then we go to a different time frame and blah, blah, we find a different flag and a different target. And you get all these little targets for all these little areas and this and that. And you never hear the talk about, see, it actually met our, you know, and very rarely you see that where they talk about it. They're always moving to something else, this, you know, it's just, it's almost like if it were a smoke and mirrors games, the way it's presented sometimes. I'm just saying. Anyway, that's something interesting, but I would advise you to look at pennants and flags over on the free patternsite.com if you really want some more information on how these things are really supposed to work and how you might be able to get them to work a little bit better for you. And the tip that I would give you is don't put as much confidence in them if they're at a point of resistance or previous high area, or especially if you're at a 786 or 886 bid retracement area, anything along those lines, any form of resistance. They don't usually work. You see trend lines. This one didn't work out as good. That one probably actually met your measure move for the percentage. Did you? Let's take that 35% move right there. Did you meet your measure move? Close to it. That would be a more accurate measure move right here for this little guy, even though it didn't. There's still a little up there. I'm not a big flag player. After you get your ass handed to you with flags, the way that they're taught over here, after a while, buying them at resistance area, you kind of say, hey man, this flag thing, you need some tweaking on that little sucker, man. and I feel bad if that's the main play, you know. Ooh, you got a little angle going on finally. There is a little bit of angle going on there. I don't know if it's going to catch on this one. I've been looking at them. I do this whenever we lose our main trend line. We sit here and go sideways. You're like, you're trying to see if it can respect angle, and it does on every damn one of them. Really, a lot of them respected that one, and then it goes sideways and breaks again. And so I keep trying to do this, but it's not a good way if you're keeping adjusting your line. I mean, you lost it here, but it's going sideways. It's going sideways. And that's tricky AF. But it's not totally bearish, because if it was bearish, it wouldn't be going sideways. So it's a little hopeful. We just got to figure out when the hell are you going to bounce and where you're going to bounce from. And it's fib lines, man. That's all we could really look at, fib areas and moving averages at this point. Here on the 15-minute, we got the 200 crossing the 800. That's bullish. You've also got the 9 crossing the 800. That's bullish. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe the turkey is done for the night. Be cautious. Not out of the woods yet. We got rejected at the 0.5 right here. Not just once, but twice. Nice possible double top on that idea if we zoom in. And that can open us up down to these areas. You might be seeing us at 87.6 if we can't hold this 800 moving average, 200, if we start losing these areas, right? And that's just what this guy's telling us. However, if we can respect this green line and these moving averages here, and we don't see ourselves dropping below here, closing candles below the 88,000 area, then we got a very special chance to come up to some nicer places, which could be at 88.5 and 88.6. And which it's going to do, I don't know. I'm leaning a little bit more toward up here if it'll try to do that. I just know one of two things that are probably most likely. That is, either they're going to scare us to death on Sunday night or Sunday, or they're going to start pumping and making everybody chase and try to carry it over into Monday. I hope that they do the latter. We need that Christmas rally. Come on, Christmas rally. I'll take you to that 786 there. So I'm looking. We hold this, or we come and test this area down here at 87. And we hold it, and we go up to 88.3 and try to work our way to 88.5 and 88.6, and eventually just try to get out of this whole $88,000, $89,000 area. That's what we needs to do. I don't think we would be consolidating here underneath our rejection areas, which for some reason now I can't find. Yeah, right here. We wouldn't consolidate there unless we were going to try it. We made a higher low, and we've been fighting with this 88.4 area. Oh man, if I look at it here on this setup though, that's a bearish retest. I don't like that. We did the angle over here. Is that what that was? On the trend line I'm talking. The moving averages are giving us hope. I'm going to leave it at that. The moving averages are giving us hope to try to come up there. So I'll say that we don't want to lose 88, don't want to lose these moving averages, don't want to see a rollover. If we see a rollover, it's down. But we got some work to do to ttry to get up back to 88.2, 88.4, 88.5, and all those other good areas. Our other hope would be this higher low here. Let's see if we can keep that. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for hanging out. We'll be back again tomorrow night, and hope to see you here. And I hope we have a better day. I'd love to see us get a little Christmas rally. Got my fingers crossed, but that's about all that we can do is cross those fingers. Oh, look at you! You're gonna swap? Are you going back? You went up on me. I guess I'm gonna go ahead. Now that we got that, I'm gonna go ahead and enter this Uniswap thing. We're on 5X. I'll do that. We are in our Uniswap trade. Get our stop loss down here. I'm going to have to put it a little bit. She never did come back and get my entry there. She started going off. 612. So I've got our stop loss at 612. I am risking 64 whole cents on this very small account, which is, oh man, are we under 50 again? At least we're not under 40. Okay. But your target, sir, your target. Where's your target? I'm actually going to shoot for this 0.5. I'm going for about 760 on that one. $0.60 to win 380 if we get it. Oh man, 694 should really be where you're headed. What is 694? There's a lot of resistance right there at 694. I may add another one. I'll put another take profit at 6 because I can put more than one, right? 693. Okay. You're not letting me type it in. You let me do it before. Come on now. Well, let me put my other take profit in there, mister. Here we go. We can do it here, right? We're gonna I've had multiple ones on here before. I want this one first, though. That would be giving me $1.75. That is the most likely target for us to hit right there. Bumper head up there. I'm gonna go ahead and take that. And looking over here, I don't want to chase her. I don't want too big of a target and get caught up. I just want a little scalp trade to help grow this account a little bit. And we only got $3 in it and make $1 something. I'll take that. My main play is over here on Bitcoin, where we're up a whopping 69 cents on this tiny ass account. And again, it's like, why the hell's it got a tiny ass account? Well, for one, it's one that we can use here on the stream. Two, it's a good idea. My personal opinion is playing with a tiny account, $100 or less, makes you tighten up your game a lot, and it will help you identify the weaknesses that you probably need to draw your attention to. This has helped me really see. I let Sean get in on my trades too much, is what it's told me. You suck, Sean. I let my little Degen cut loose a little too often sometimes. Too many trades, too many altcoins, too many. Just not setting stop losses, forgetting to set those stop losses. Yeah, we made those mistakes. And it's a good little reminder to help you, so that you don't have to blow up your bigger account, right? To help you, I don't know. Once you do a $100 account and you can double it 2 or 3 times, and then you can feel a little bit more confident in your technique and everything. But especially if you're first starting out, small accounts, baby, just use a small account. Don't try to make too much money too soon, because you end up losing some of that money that you want to keep, right? We're up a whopping 11 cents on our Uniswap trade. Hey Uniswap, what are you doing right now? Did you make a higher high? If you make a higher high, I might try to add a little bit. Maybe. It's risky to do that. You're buying high to sell higher. I hate these trades. That's my little greed touching him. Maybe I'll just leave me alone. Just take what we can get for that. Let's see it come for Bitcoin. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for hanging out. See you tomorrow night.
We can whale games, dump it in the dark. Crypto chaos hits, leaving its mark. We can whale games, riding the wave, laugh at the drop with the brave, with the market.
Let's go, Bitcoin.
Grease the villain, but we survive.
Let's get this new trend line over here.
Stupid tricks, let the lessons flow.
Let's see, what did I miss over here? Do you ever use the... Oh, we got a question. Let's answer the question. Justin Mock6 says, do you ever use the VPVR? That's become essential for me. I do from time to time, but it's not my main thing. It's useful. I just find that my fibs take care of me, and there's a lot of confluence between it and the fibs a lot that I've seen when I have used it. But it's a good indicator. Really good for ranges. So visual range volume profile, there's 2 different ones, right? There's the one that you can this is the visible range, or that's a visual fixed range volume profile that you can do here, and then the one he's talking about will show up over here, and it changes just depending on how much that you show on your screen. So it's just how much information you give it, it decides. I think this one's a little bit better because you have more control over it. But yeah, it's a good little tool, especially for the ranges.
Saturday morning screens flash red again. Whales play their game, driving us insane. Stupid scams.
Crypto Squid, never fear, the Squid is here. How's it going, Crypto Squid? Good to see you. Scar Jesco. Bitcoin at 96,000. I hope so. Bitcoin is getting a bullish cross on the daily MACD. You need that. I think, did we talk about that? Did we see that earlier? We looked at the MACD on the daily and the weekly. The monthly is the scary one. The 3-day had a red, it was looking rough. Market Cipher had a red dot. It's starting to look a little better on the 3-day. And yeah, we got it on the daily. That's good. You also got not just on MACD, but you've had a green dot on Market Cipher, just confirmed today, and you got it on the weekly for Bitcoin. It was the 3-day over. Oh, and on the 3-day. Okay, cool. This is looking juicy. We got a green dot on the 3-day, on the weekly, the 3-day, and the 1-day confirmed. This is making me think tomorrow might be feisty. Here's a little teaser on the 3-day chart. Do you see the 9 moving average over here? 89,000 above the 200. And our price is sitting way down here. Yeah, we'll be looking for that 9 moving average to be touched. Either that or it crosses as price goes down, and we got a good chance to come right back up there to touch that guy. And that's sitting still 89.5, trying to get out of this 88, 89 area. A nice little come up here on the tiny 1-minute time frame. See if we can get this little rising wedge thing to break out. I see it as a 618. We already talked about that, right? Or a 382 pullback. I see this one. Well, this nice little juicy target here, or higher. Actually, we're looking over here. 88.3 again. On the 1 minute. This is a 1 minute, right? But based on what it did, a double bottom here, I'm actually looking for this target. Honorable mention right here at 88.2. Hopefully it'll translate over to bigger time frames and bigger moves, and gosh, I'd love to see us get a higher high all this tonight. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. See you tomorrow. Good night, John Boy.